Hello everybody, I am Roman Rodriguez and we are on chapter 4, motion and force and motion. We are doing physics for grade 9 and 10 and this is lesson 2 of this chapter, and I've on problem number 4.5 and 4.6 I'll be solving this way, which is on page 69 of your textbook. So 4.5, let me just write down the data. A gun of mass 20 kilograms. So let's write mass of gun is equal to 20 kilogram and we call it M1. Okay, fires a bullet of mass 50 grams. So M2, let's suppose, is the mass of bullet, and this is 50 grams. With a velocity of 200 meter per second. So the velocity of the bullet, let's say V2, velocity of bullet is equals to 50 grams. Velocity is meter per second, so mass is 50 seconds. It's 200 meter per second. Calculate the velocity of the recoil of the gun. So since we suppose 1 for gun, so we write velocity also V1 is equals to velocity of recoil, okay, for the gun is how much? This is what we need to find out. Now, here we'll be using the formula for momentum, and let me just tell you that momentum is equals to mass times velocity. It is the product of mass and velocity. If momentum is denoted by P, mass as M, and V as V, so we have P is equals to mv. Now, according to the law of conservation of momentum, okay, before and after collision is same, so we can say that P1, momentum of the gun, is this momentum of the bullet, and let's say this is M1 V1 and this would be M2 V2. So M1 is the mass of the gun, which is 20 kilograms. Velocity of the gun V1 is what we need to find out. This is the velocity of the recoil that we have to do. Mass of the bullet M2 is 50 grams. Now we need to convert this 50 grams into kilograms. So if we just do it over here, 50 grams, 1 kilogram is equals to 1000 grams. So this also cancel. So 5 upon 100 would mean 0.05 kilogram. So 0.05 kilogram into velocity of the bullet is 200. There you are. Now let's keep velocity V1 of the recoil on one side, 0.05 times 200 divided by, bring this 2 on the other side. So 20, 1, 2, 2 zeros will come here, these 2 zeros will cancel out. So I'll get 5 upon 2 will go to 20, 10 times 5 over 10. So the velocity of the recoil of the gun would be 0.5 meter per second. There you are. Okay, 0.5 meter per second is the recoil of the gun. Okay, let's go on to the next question, 4.6. Data. We'll take it from the question. An empty truck weighs 4,000 Newton. Let's say the empty truck is W1. It weighs 4,000 Newton. Its engine can produce a maximum acceleration. Let's say the engine A1 acceleration to produce a maximum acceleration 1 meter per second squared. If the truck is loaded with 2,000 Newton, now the weight of the truck W2 will be 4,000 plus 2,000, and that will give you 6,000 Newton. This is W2. The truck is loaded, so the truck's weight and the weight which is loaded. Find the maximum acceleration of the engine produced. So we need to find A2 is equals to how much? The acceleration now. The truck. So we know we'll be using the formula W is equals to mg. Weight is the product of mass and acceleration to gravity. Okay, let me just put down over here that W is weight, and you have mass times acceleration due to gravity. And we know that the value of G is 10 meter per second squared, constant. So W1 is equals to M1 G. So W1 is 4,000 Newton, the weight of the truck. Mass we do not know, G is 10, so we will get m1 as 4000 divided by 10. So m1 is equals to 400 kilograms. So we got m1 equals to 400 kilograms. Now let's find the force acting on it. F is equals to ma. We know this according to Newton's second law of motion. So F1 is what we need to find out. M1 we know. We just calculated 400 times acceleration is given to us 1 meter per second squared. So we have F1 is equals to 400 Newton. Okay. Now let's move on to this and find out the mass. W2. W is equals to mg. So we put W2 is 6000 Newton. Okay. Mass we do not know. G has a constant value 10 meter per second squared. 6000 upon 10 would give you m2. So m2 is equals to 600 kilograms. Now let's find out the force. Force will be the same. F1 will be equals to F2. So let's find. We know basically F is equals to ma. So when I put 2 over here, so F2 is equals to F1, which is 400. Mass m2, we just calculated 600, and we need to find the acceleration acting on it. This is a2 is what we need to find out. So 400 divided by 600 would give you a2. 2 zeros will cancel. 2 2s are 2 3s are 2 upon 3, and the acceleration will give you 3 6 are 18 and 0.66 meters per second squared. So this is the acceleration of the engine that we can produce, 6.66 meters per second squared. Obviously, when the weight is more, the acceleration will reduce. So as you can see, over here it was 4000, the acceleration was 1 meter per second squared. Now it is 6000, it's increased, so the acceleration will be less than 1 meter per second squared, and we're getting that quantity. I hope it's clear to you all. Okay, hope to see you in the next lesson. Take care.